Welcome everyone on today's Metal3 Community meeting. Today is the 19th of February 2024 and I'm Adam Rosman and I will be your host today. Today we have a small cohort of people and no introductions are necessary. Please don't forget that the meeting is recorded. If you would like to have the project, then please filter for the good first issue and have wanted labels via the GitHub issue filter on our project, or follow the link from the meeting notes. If you would like to join the project as an official adopter and you feel that your organization would be okay with that, then please create a pull request and modify the adopters.md file in the root of the community repository in the Metal3 Bio project. And please make sure that you both sign off and sign the pull request. There have been some misunderstanding about that. And then if you think that your pull request is failing the test jobs because of something that's not related to your pull request, then please create an issue in the relevant repository in any of them, any of the active repos, and link that issue to the Metal3 CI Tracker project. And you can do it on the right side of the issue view or issue UI. And then, related to incubation, last week or a week before, we were scrambling to handle the situation that our fifth official adopter who accepted the request for the interview has become unavailable. And we managed to get one other adopter who was willing to share contact infos for our TOC reviewer. So that's very good news. And I have not heard anything else since. So probably it's progressing or already has happened or they are discussing it. I'm not sure. I will update the community when I know more. And yeah, and as usual, for any other info, please just follow the links and you can find the info about the artifacts and jobs and so on. We had some issues in the CI this week, but it has been largely contained. Okay, so community working group updates. I think we can skip this iron scalability. We don't have anyone from that team. I promised on the Metal3 team meetup that we will have an ARM working group. I will just call it ARM because folks were interested. Recently both using Max for developing Metal3 and then deploying on ARM servers, and we also have ARM CI computational capability. So yeah, I will just announce this now and anyone can join this. Just let me know. Okay, release team. There is one thing, just the general info for the release team. But Ricardo, you have an announcement, so please.
Yeah, it's more like a request. There's a PR pending for the Ronic image release. It's a trivial thing, so actually I'm going to ping Dimitri, as I was hoping that Dimitri would be here, but I'm just going to ping him afterward on Slack. It's just a typo fix. I didn't want to do the release with a typo there. That's all. It's a very small thing.
Oh, I cannot approve here. I just.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah, we need to fix that, by the way.
I have GTM.
Thank you.
Yep. thanks. Okay, other thing is that there is new copy release. I always forget the numbers, which copy release it is. So 1 second, I have to go and check. 1.9 and 1.8 releases. Copy releases for 1.8 and go back. Where is it? Let's try. Okay, no, it's fine. No copy patch releases. So expect IPM3 and CAPM releases, patch releases. IPM and CAPM3. We Peppy, the release lead, is already focusing on that. It will happen most likely tomorrow because the depender bot has not updated, has not pushed the dependency updates yet. Let's see. Okay, so that's about releasing. Is there any question, comment related to the release? I guess no. Okay, then regular discussion topics. Then you have two, Ricardo.
Yes, I was hoping to have more people here today, but that's fine. I'm going to add some notes there. So for the CentOS Stream 10 support, we're going to accelerate a little bit on that because in OpenStack upstream, so for Ironic 2, we're seeing work has started for the CI support there. So we have some, I think we will have nodes with CentOS 10 available before the end of this cycle, which is unexpected actually. But I think like the acceleration there, why people are doing that is because Python 3.9 is going EOL next October, and that means that like CentOS Stream 9 won't be really like usable, or at least we should not rely on that anymore after a certain date, after a certain point, probably after like summer, so August, September, we should completely switch to CentOS Stream 10 because because CS9 runs with Python 3.9 by default. So that's why we're seeing this improvement, like this quickening in having CentOS Stream 10 support everywhere. So this will probably impact how. Of course, I'm not saying that we will have the support tomorrow or anything, but what I'm saying is that at the beginning of the next development cycle, which is going to be in like 1 month and something, 6 weeks, 7 weeks, something like that. I'm talking about OpenStack, of course. I'm probably going to focus on CS10 support entirely for Ironic and then for MetalCube as well, to speed up things and make sure that everything works. On that note, I actually wanted to ask, but I'm probably going to like have the same topic next week and for the next meetings, basically, if it would be possible to have parallel jobs with CS9 and with CS10 until, of course, we get rid of CS9. That's because we are going to have the same in Ironic upstream for a certain amount of time, probably at least half of the next cycle, so like 3 months, 4 months, something like that. And we should try to like work in parallel with that. I'm actually going to add a note there.
You mean parallel jobs? What sort of
Yes,
parallel? So
I'm talking
like,
about so right now we have the CentOS integration job, which runs on CS9, and we should add at some point a CentOS 10 integration job, so having CentOS 9 and CentOS 10.
but those are related to the node images. No, I mean the hosts. So does that
No, I'm talking about also the ironic image, for example,
okay?
because we will have so at some point. So we know that ironic image works with CS10 and with
Mm-hmm.
CS9, but
Mm-hmm.
to keep that like to be sure that everything keeps working, we need to have two jobs with the components having so one with the components on CS9 and one with the components on CS10. I'm not even talking about um, the infrastructure node. I'm talking about like the ironic image. So build the image with CS9 and with CS10 in
Mm-hmm.
parallel for a couple of months until we switch completely from one release to another to the next one.
Okay. Image building is okay.
Hmm.
It's fine. What sort of like functional tests would you like to
So
have? We could create periodic
okay,
maybe periodic job for the BMO to like say that the latest we test the latest release with two different builds of Ironic periodically every day. We have
all right.
the computational resources for them. Would that be enough? Like let's say we do whatever we do anyways for periodic BMO right now,
Hmm.
and then we would do the latest one with two different Ironic.
Okay, I think that works. At some point, maybe I don't know if that like if I will be accepted, but I was going to actually ask the ironic community upstream if I can have two Metal Cube integration job, one with CentOS 9, one with CentOS 10, until um, we are able to completely remove CS9. So the periodic, I guess, on Metal Cube would be enough. Um, the problem here is that we have like a difference of three versions between Python binaries. We're going from 3.9 to 3.12. It's not trivial. Like the changes are kind of heavy, and that's why I'm a bit worried. But at least we can start the discussion and see. I mean, the periodic should be fine anyway, and I'm not expecting to have these anyway before the next development cycle, so not before at least other 6, 7 weeks. So,
Yeah, I was just asking. Main thought from my part is I think if it do it in the BMO, it's fine. If
mhm.
because I don't think we have to propagate this to CapM3 or like
No,
yeah
yeah, I mean this would be for BMO and
yeah
maybe for Ironic Image. I'm actually more concerned about the building part than the
yeah
actual running part. You know, to be sure that the image actually builds correctly.
yeah that's
Because
fine.
again, there are some differences, some heavy differences. So at some point, I don't know. We will keep testing Python 3.9 upstream in Ironic. I'm pretty sure that we are going to have a separate test for that because we want to keep supporting that for at least another development cycle. But yeah, like I want to be 110% sure that everything works.
Yeah, okay. No, I don't see any blocker for the image building. That's especially simple to do for and
Yep.
also for including this in the BMO to have an additional periodic. I just said that periodic is easier because
Mhm.
it's just you just put it in the background and you just monitor it, and then you don't have to fiddle on the pull request. But
Right,
if you
right.
also interested in having it for sometimes as a requirement on the pull requests on BMO, I'm fine with that too. But
Yeah, it really depends on how also we work on upstream. Because if in Ironic at some point we decide, okay, let's get rid entirely of CS9, I mean, it doesn't really make sense to have the same like double jobs in Metal Cube.
yeah,
Or, well, I don't know. Again, this is it's going to be probably a recurring topic, at least from me.
yeah, yeah. But I don't see any major blocker on this. If we need another retweet to just run with an either ironic image, it's fine.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and I guess you will bring this up, yeah, as you said, on next week too. So others might have
Yes.
other idea. I don't see a problem with this.
All right.
Okay, and
And well, the next one is also from me. Actually, this should be like this. So I'm a bit concerned because we're still not running the CI on Ubuntu Noble nodes, and from what I can see, there are some issues running with UFI default on Ubuntu Noble, at least in the Ironic Upstream CI, which, by the way, we don't run E2E tests there. We just run the deployment.
mm,
And so the deployment doesn't finish. I'm not sure why I wasn't able to reproduce that locally, and actually haven't done more tests in the last 2 weeks because I was busy with other things downstream. But I think we should like move forward with the Ubuntu Noble CI nodes uh, in MetaCube as well, just to understand if there are any issue with that.
okay. This week we are running in a quite a sparse office.
Okay,
I I I have to ask if I cannot ask everyone because a bunch of people are out of office this
all
week.
right.
That is it okay for them? And I don't want to decide this unilaterally just by myself. I last time we discussed this, I understood that we agreed that it's fine though. So
Unfortunately, it's not.
mm,
I mean, I did some more tests
no,
and it's just failing. Again, I'm not sure why, because there is, like, it's really not clear from the logs. I can't understand. It's not collecting the logs in a proper way, so I can't verify. And when I try to reproduce that locally, everything seems to work. So
I
that's
did.
why, like, I wanted to understand if we have the MetaCube CI running on Ubuntu Noble, I can, because at like currently I think there might be a problem with the resources allocation in the Ironic CI, and that's why I'm seeing the like we're having issues. But I I have no idea how to like to properly
Yeah,
work with that. And I still need to involve actually the infra team there to see if they can maybe isolate a node and yeah.
yeah, yeah. I meant that in our community that we agreed that it's
Oh,
fine to start
okay.
using the one like the newer the
Okay,
noble
sorry.
Ubuntu. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Okay, we are on the same page. Uh, I can check. I had a vague memory that we have changed or switched or it's enabled by default, but it might be that the node images have not been built yet
Yeah,
for
exactly.
the noble.
I mean, the support is there, but there is no CI image yet.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I will just comment here that there is no CI image yet because that I know who to ask.
All right.
Uh,
Thank you. Just like to be even more clear, what the issue is here is that we are actually dropping support for legacy boot mode, or we'd like to drop. And of course, we need, I'm talking about Ironic, of course. And so that means that we would like also to have the Metal Cube job running on UEFI instead
yeah,
of legacy.
yeah, yeah, absolutely clear. Yeah. And then this is like right now the default and you have for the WAMP, right?
Uh, yes,
UEFI.
UEFI, yes, but it's running on Jammy
Yeah, yeah.
in Metal.
Okay.
So yeah, okay.
All clear, all clear. Okay. I guess then we cleared that up. And anything else?
Yep. I don't have anything else.
Okay.
It's enough. Thanks.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, that's good, but good info all around. Let's check quickly the triage. Oh, I've seen this page so long ago. By the way, the MetaCube team meetup recording is also uploaded. I uploaded it the beginning of the week, so it's available. Just FYI, if someone is interested. Okay, support provisioning system outside the iRank network. What? Some also made when constructing configuration for Ironic and iPXC scripts, which preclude provisioning systems outside the network, which specifically they were used for Ironic in both and in the iPXC scripts generated by the runner GPD assumes that IP on which Ironic is serving the host being provisioned. Uh, I think you can specify external URL. Yes, and the iPixel scripts are generated by the iPixel scripts are not generated by run HTTPD. Or I don't know which iPixel scripts we are meaning. Okay. Anyways,
Well,
yeah.
yeah, this, I mean, this is basically asking to have a parallel provisioning infrastructure or a
Y-
separate provisioning infrastructure, which I don't think we contemplate.
Yeah. It's not impossible to start.
No, but
Yeah, no, I don't want to say. I mean that we have the custom iPixel builder, and with that you can
mhm.
actually already modify the template even for the node specific Pixie scripts. But from this, it's not even clear to me that which iPixel scripts are we talking about: the boot iPixel, the inspector iPixel, or the node specific iPixel scripts. Uh, which are generated by Ironic based on the template. So yeah, but I understand. But this is yeah.
Uh,
Hmm.
but shouldn't the ironic be reachable for the nodes, like to provision?
Yeah. It's a bit weird to be honest. That if someone would like to pull these things from outside, then why like it's like what's the functionality then of Ironic here if the scripts generated by Ironic are like how would they land in that parallel system?
I don't even understand why someone would want to do that. Just because they have already something, right? But I mean,
the most confusing for me, because okay, you can have a separate like DHCP bootp server with a separate endpoint. You can advertise your firmware, like the chain loading target, and okay, but then still Ironic generates the node specific PXE configs, IPXE
Exactly.
configs.
Yes.
So like if you have a logic to transit to like transfer these node specific scripts to this parallel system, then why do you have two systems? Yeah, it just somehow doesn't make any sense to me, to be honest.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
if Ironic is running on a different network altogether, like how are they going to communicate, or is there going to be a uh,
Yeah,
path of communication?
exactly. Like if we have a requirement that, and it's not our requirement, it's the requirement of the PXE protocol that whatever is managing your PXE is in the VLAN, in your like LAN, on your layer 2 network. So if Ironic is there and something is there, why do I it's already weird to me if there are two PXE based systems, because as I read this, there are two separate TFTP endpoints, or like are we were running the DNS mask from Ironic? It's so much so much things that I don't understand about this setup. This is very vague. Like we would need a topology to understand, in my opinion, what this person would like to even
They
talk about.
they have a development item attached to this, right? I see something in the right side section. Maybe there is
Oh,
something there.
nice, thanks. I have not noticed. Okay, so okay, we might have overcomplicated, or at least I might have overcomplicated what he wanted. So this is just to advertise for different endpoints, because they probably have all these behind the cluster, behind some ingress, so that it's not okay to share the Ironix host URL and so on, because they might have a solution that they actually don't do host networking based on this.
Okay.
At least that's how I read this. And they even for TFTP and everything. That's what would make sense to me. Yeah, yeah. Although it's a little bit strange, but no, they still have to do some host networking. So they have host networking, but then the Ironic is behind is not behind the keep alive D provided IP. So there might be some load balancer and some ingress and something different compared to what we do, is just that we have a fixed IP with keep alive D, and then share or host the files via an HTTP endpoint. They might have put that behind something, and also the FTP. Okay, I understand this. I understand this. This could be useful, in my opinion. Like, I don't see anything inherently dangerous or damaging here. It's simply that Yeah, simply that it's a bit more customizable what how we can specify the addresses. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm not completely against this. I will put it aside, and if there are no objections, I will accept this one. But I will I will write some text here to clarify because this explanation is a very different explanation for me compared to this. Like if I would just read this one, I would think about a completely different problem other than just make the URLs and the ports configurable. Okay. Okay, let's continue. All right, config drive never gets mounted. Which preference? Yes, yes. Exactly. Okay, this is not accepted. Oh, can this be cancelled? Triage unresolved. Is there something else I can put on? Maybe also the kind invalid. Is it a kind? Okay. Then, so yes, let's check this. IREG agent times out while cleaning the node. OpenShift issue. This is again something that's OpenShift issue reported here. Hmm. Cleaning timing out, it could be a bad IPA or many things. Um, I won't accept this then, because this is just simply not a upstream cap entry topic. Okay. Yes, this is the root 25 system. This is my stuff, which is being discussed. It was in generally accepted by the community. It's the how we do it is what's debated, or not even debated, but just being clarified. discuss this. Age build for release 1.8 is failing. Okay, this is valid, but okay, it's not even a flake, so and how does this look like nowadays? Or oh, okay, so this is only on text. Just wondering, is there a link to the PR? One eight five. Okay. I will accept this, and if it works, I will just close this. What? No, 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 no. This is not the correct. Oh my. Okay. IPv6 only setup. Okay, that seems to be legit. And these are all the old stuff. Okay, I have finished with the needs triage runs, and quickly let's check the stair ones. Okay, this is not stair, this is frozen at this point. This is not decided. So I guess this puppy is working on this. Yeah. And the containers repository. I guess I can remove the stale from this one. Okay, that's done too. So finished with the triaging. Sorry, it was a bit just me murmuring under my nose, but there was not much to discuss there. Okay, is there any comment, question, or you have already fallen asleep, the two of you who are present?
No, I
Ah, no,
was following silently.
yeah.
I almost started to fall off the chair. Yeah.
No, it's okay. No questions.
Okay. Good. Okay, then thanks for joining the meeting today. I think that's all. I don't think we have to discuss anything else. Yeah, there are also no general news from my side. So yeah, thanks for joining, and let's meet next week. I hope next week we will have more participants, and then until then, have a nice week. Bye bye.
Thank
Mm,
you.
you too.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.